Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. How's it going today? It is September 30th, 2025, and we're about to begin another episode of PGN Live. Some of you might already be here. I don't know just yet because, as always, it takes a moment to get everything ready to go. But in case you're here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to get the pop out chat rolling in just a moment. There we go. And we already have some folks in here. One second. Okay, the Cringe Prophet is here. Might be the first person here. I think so. Welcome, the Cringe Prophet. Yvonne Francois, welcome. Small Little Man, hey there. Cam, hello. How's it going? Good seeing you all here so far. We've got 8 people watching, 10 people watching, and the likes are going up too. Awesome to see. We're off to a good start. Can we just push the like button instead of hit it today? Okay, I suppose published. I mean, if you're breaking your keyboard by hitting that like button, just be gentle and push that like button. Not like. Hi, Paul. I'm a member because I don't remember buying it. All right. Not like. Well, first of all, welcome. And secondly, yeah, you became a member. So you must have been already a subscriber of the channel, but this channel has the opportunity to give out and receive memberships, which the most affordable membership is $1 a month. And even though I don't know for sure if it was Roger Enyart, Roger is one of the regulars on our streams that's usually very generous and very kind when it comes to donating memberships to other people. So, like, if you click that $sign down below, trust me, it's not going to make you pay anything. If you click that $sign, it will show you what could you do with it. You could buy a super chat, or you could like gift a membership to someone. Roger does that quite often, sometimes to several people at once. And chances are you just happen to receive a free membership, which is pretty cool. So go ahead and enjoy it, you know. I, Byzantium. Happy PGN Live, that's right. Joycey J, hey Paul, hey y'all, Nintendo is doomed. Gosh, so many times in history have people doubted Nintendo. There's no way the Nintendo 64 is going to compete in a disc age. It didn't do as well as PlayStation, but it did fine in the disc era. There's no way that the GameCube is going to sell without having a DVD player in it. It didn't sell as well as PlayStation 2 by a long shot, but it was neck and neck with Xbox, which had a DVD player and had, like N64, quite the compelling loadout of games. Nintendo's doomed. They're just going NES, Super NES, Nintendo 64, GameCube. They're not going to cover. They're not going to recover. And then Wii came out. There's no way they could hit lightning in a bottle twice. They're done. Wii U was not lightning in a bottle, but the company held it together. They always had two, the other being Nintendo 3DS that generation. And despite Wii U's failures, it was the predecessor to a bigger vision in Nintendo Switch. There's no way that this hybrid system's going to succeed. It's just about the best-selling system of all time. Currently number 3. Before the end of the year, it'll be number 2. And it will hit 1 sometime between my original expectation of June 30th, 2026 and, sometime in July of 2027. Nintendo's fine. Nintendo Switch 2 is not going to succeed though. It can't just be another portable, more powerful Switch. It is another more powerful Nintendo Switch that does a lot more, a lot better. And it's already, well, I don't want to say over 9 million, but close to 9 million. I mean, it's at 8.6 plus. Joycey J, funny comment. J Views, member for 1 month. Ooh, look at that. Look at that upgrade on the badge next to your name. Oh, I like it. You've got the Ryu charging up Hadouken badge. Dang. It's hard to say. Maybe that one should have been longer because, these early badges, like everyone gets the least Great Adventure badge. It lasts for a month, so it's cool to see. But as the 1 month people, or as the newcomer people graduate and turn into 1 month people, I'm like, all right, we got some Street Fighter love in here. We got Ryu, but that's gonna go away in a month. It's gonna evolve into Green Ranger, and like that's really cool. But that sticks around for a little bit. I guess the hope is the channel is always getting a little flow of new members, so you get to see in chat a variety of colors, from the Least Great Adventure one to the Ryu one, the Green Ranger one, and what's next, which I don't think anybody knows what's next yet. But welcome, JViews. Byzantium. I think I actually fixed my whole membership gifting thing. Apparently had a legacy brand account. Crazy thing, but got it sorted thanks to you. Hey, good, Byzantium. I'm glad. Maybe finally you'll get a membership today. We'll see. Only 7 million Switch 2s sold. Doom, I tell you. Doomed. JK, it just sounds so funny in my head. No, it's true. That's true. Not like, hey, Paul, so I only joined for a couple of minutes just to ask about the membership, but I have to go to bed now because in UK it's 10:30. Yeah, no, that's okay. Go to sleep. Have a good night. I try streaming on multiple different times throughout the weeks and stuff like that, throughout the days, throughout the weeks. So maybe you'll catch me on another live stream, but I do try to keep it varied. But welcome, Not Like. I'm glad that you're here, if even for a little bit. Hopefully you're enjoying some of the content on the channel. Lately, mostly shorts, video game history shorts, stuff like that, Pokemon Countdown. But yeah, thanks for being here. And, see you in the future, hopefully. Publish says, if you subtract the number of people who only bought a PS2 for the DVD player, the Nintendo Switch is clearly the best-selling game console ever. What we'll be telling is when Nintendo Switch tops PlayStation 2's total amount of software sales. Because PS2, even though many people bought it for a DVD player, can't take away the fact that, gosh, it sold like 1.5 billion pieces of software. Nintendo Switch is getting close to that. It'll hit 1.5 billion too, and then it will eventually pass it. David Patterson, hi there. JViews, the badges are clean. I love the new emotes too. Yeah, the emotes are pretty fun. Let me see, what was the most recent one that I added? Oh yeah, it was the Jackass one. Jackass one, and then the one from the Nintendo commercial that I was in. There's a lot. I have a couple of ideas for some more. Because even though I have Majora and I have like my Grizzled Link, these two, I have another Link one that I'm debating if I should put up, not. I'll probably put it up. Yeah, there's a lot. I have another Link one, a Wolverine one, a Jedi and a Sith. You got Joycey J sharing Emio, her favorite. Uh, let's talk sales numbers. Yeah, Cameron Swire. Definitely. We will. Let me read some more. Byzantium says, cool to hear your name. Even on OJ's video, didn't realize you were actually the go-to sales guy. I've been the go-to sales guy, Byzantium, for quite some time. And OJ, he's a good friend. Like, we're IRL buddies, and we'll talk non-video game stuff here and there throughout the year. And like, he's a good guy. He runs an awesome channel. Yeah, if you're not already subscribed to Player Essence, I would recommend it. He live streams like me, although he's been live streaming longer and has a really nice setup, and yeah, just makes a lot of good daily content. Yeah, he's good. J Views just started playing Tears of the Kingdom for the first time yesterday. Ooh, man, that's a good time. It's a treat to experience this on Switch too. Oh, dang, that's what I'm talking about. If you're playing with that upgrade and this is your first first time playing it, which it is, you're living it up. You're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, you want to be ready for Age of Imprisonment? Heck yeah. Roger Inyart with the $5. Well, hello, people of the internet. It's Tuesday, and I'm off work, and I'm ready to relax. Cue 80s song. Which 80s song shall we sing? Hope you're all having a great day. You know, Roger, I'm having a great day. Big thank you for getting us on the board. We're already there. Well, not there, but you know what I mean. We're on the board, which is important. Big thank you, Roger. I appreciate that. Team MEO, Paul. Yeah. That was a fun short. Before I started doing shorts regularly, dang, that MEO short was so fun. Gambit 2483. If OJ trusts you, then I trust you. Thank you, Gambit. Mon ami. I'm so excited to see more of Gambit. Hopefully in I think is Channing Tatum confirmed for Avengers Doomsday? Bring on more Gambit, dude. Bring on all of the X-Men. Can't wait. Agree. Always great to tune into his streams. Yeah, NCU modding there. Yeah. OJ lately hasn't needed too much modding help, but there was a time when bots were like crazy, so I was on it. Pop. And then even not, sometimes there's no bots, just sometimes there's someone with a rude comment or something like that. So I try to help out on OJ streams. 99 red balloons, see them in the summer sky. Good song published. Hi, Mario Master. Gambit saying yes, he's in Doomsday. Excellent. I think I might be caught up. Yeah, I think I'm caught up. Okay, cool. So this might be a short stream. At the very least, it'll be 32 minutes. Only because I've got some...
Get a head start with upgrading your home for the holidays with Lumber Liquidators. Great
commercials were one thing. Ads are something else. Y'all have any nostalgic commercials in mind? My wife and I go over jingles from classic commercials in like the 80s and 90s all the time. It's different than just an ad running these days, you know. Commercials were fun. But anyhow, dang, we're already at 25 watching and 23 likes. That's awesome. Nintendo Prime, any new data? Welcome, Nintendo Prime. Have I got some data for you? So, according to Nintendo themselves, as of last night, the Nintendo Switch 2 has officially sold and is on the way to slamming through the roof in anything that anyone has thought that they would do. That's all I've got to say on that. Coming straight from Nintendo. Man, I couldn't believe it. And on the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, oh boy, when I asked them, they said that. And that's why I'm really excited for everyone else to see what I got to see when it comes to the future of Zelda on Nintendo Switch 2. Like, yeah. Yeah. Big stuff, right? Honey, that ain't long enough, Paul. Now, from my singing, now I want to watch The Wedding Singer. The classic toy commercials were awesome in the late 70s and 80s. Yeah, the Sonic and Knuckles holiday commercial, that was a good one. Help, I'll fall and I can't get up. Oh, yeah. Help. That one was good. And also, it's my money and I want it now. That's another good one. Some commercials I realize are like local, so maybe to the Los Angeles area. So we have a guy here. I'm Larry H. Parker, and I'll fight for you. But that's gotta be like local. But the Norm Reeves Honda Superstore. Like certain ones like that, it's just LA, so it's not gonna make sense to everybody, but some are worldwide. Let's see, Gambit, there was an audio issue. I don't know what you're talking about. We definitely heard that. Nah, the internet said Nintendo Switch 2 isn't selling. Nintendo Prime, love the trolling. Wowie, Switch 2 is already outsold the Wii U, say? No, not yet. It's not going to take that long. Wii U's at just under 13 million. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo Switch is going to top it. Called JG Wentworth. Nice Dragon Ball ZT. Thank you. Kamehameha! Oh, that reminds me. I gotta finish watching Dragon Ball Daima. We don't have Crunchyroll regularly in the house, but when we had it for a little bit, we were watching the English dub of Dragon Ball Daima. We didn't get through the episodes fast enough, so then we had to watch the rest of Daima on Netflix, and I could read and watch at the same time, as can my kids, but it does take them a little bit out of the element to have to read, and it just makes it easier, especially when they've heard Sean Shamel and the folks that have voiced the Dragon Ball cast throughout Z and Super for all of these years, and just hear it a little bit easier, not have to read during it, and watch Daima like that. So now Netflix, I think, has dropped the rest of the episodes in the English dub. So anyways, yeah. I gotta finish up Daima. The Hershey's Kisses Christmas commercial is the best ad with no words spoken. I think I know which one that. Ding 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 ding. Yeah, that's a good one too. The old M&M's one with the yellow and the red M&M. Talking about like Santa Claus, does he exist? He does exist. Oh. Classic commercial channel on the radio in Demolition Man was perfect. You would listen to it. I kind of forgot how that went. Steak 1024, hi there. Dragon Ball Daima dozen. Completely forgot about Daima. Need to finish that too. Yeah, Gambit 2483. I already got spoiled with a certain something that Goku does. Not the biggest deal. My kids haven't been spoiled though, because they're not on the internet and stuff like that. But like I know what Goku does. I don't want to say it here just in case you don't know, but I'm like, oh, dude, that's so cool. They're going to think it's super cool when it happens because they don't know. Oh, and to answer, Nate, your question earlier, without trolling, no new sales update. But okay. So I've got something actually. No new sales update from anybody, but where did I put it? Ah, shoot, did I close it? I think I closed it. Darn it. I was curious, like, okay, let's see. We talked a little bit yesterday on the stream of here's the Japanese sales data that we have, the raw numbers of out of Famitsu, courtesy of a place like Install Base Forum, which I like a lot. And you could look at all of the weeks worth of sales from the month of September so far, right? It's still missing a week, which we'll get this Thursday. And even that won't take us all the way up until the 30th, you know what I mean? It'll take us up to like the 27th or something like that. Till the 28th at best. And then you got 2 more days. So, you take the data from September, from the whole month of August, from the whole month of July, and you cut off what it sold from June 5th to June 30th, take that away, and look at it just now, and it's almost like 700,000 in just under, keep in mind, in just under 3 months in just Japan. We did a little bit of it on the stream the other day, but I looked at it and I said, well, geez, if it was at 5.82 million worldwide, and you know that Nintendo did say it is more than 6 million as of early July, they didn't announce when, you could say that, yeah, probably just several days in or something like that into July, it did pass 6. People said, I remember back then, well, if it did 7, why didn't they say over 7? Why did they say it's now over 6? Does that mean it only sold 180,000 in the whole month of July because they're announcing this on August 1st? No, it just means it didn't hit 7 as of the time they compiled the report together, but it did hit 6. Well, why wouldn't they say 6.5? Maybe it didn't do 6.5 all the way until July 31st. That's probably not when they compiled their data together. They share the data on August 1st, but they're not like counting all of July's worth. No, they're counting, several days into July at most into this report, 5.82, distinguishing that from over 6. So if you want to call it, I don't know. This is all hypothetical, right? I mean, thinking, estimating. If it's at like, let's say 6.2, 10 days into July or something like that, okay? And then you look at another 700,000 on top of that 6.2 total, and then you're at, like 6.9, and you got to factor that Japan only makes up for like 22% of it or something like that. So at least four times that 700,000 figure is another 2.8. So if you go 2.8 plus the 6.8, 7.8, 8.8, 9.6, you could see something like upwards of 9.6 million by now, if things all went according to plan. Damn, what did I say? I said it could be upwards of 9.2. I would love to see it hit 10. So if the numbers are somewhere between 9.2 and 10, 10 being a little bit too high, what is that right in between? 9.6. So the numbers I got of 8.6 as of August 25th or something like that aren't too far off from, here we are 5 weeks later, And then when you look at how well it ended up doing in Japan after my report for the rest of August, another 6 days, and all of September, and you look at the percentage of Japan compared to the rest, you're like, yeah, 9.6 would mean from my date, it did another million in 5 weeks. That would imply a slower September than August, which would have been a little bit slower than July, but it all makes pretty damn good sense. Now, maybe September had a higher percentage potentially in Japan than the rest of the world. Then this wouldn't be favorable, right? If Japan made up 50% of the last 3 months, their 700,000, then that wouldn't be the best, right? Then the numbers are quite off in terms of maybe they only hit like 8.7 or 8.8 and not this 9.2 because Japan made up too big of a chunk. But that would be a drastic change. You could say, well, we did have a drastic change. We had tariffs, but the tariffs didn't affect the Nintendo Switch 2 sales. The sales stayed the same. It affected Nintendo Switch, but that's not what we're talking about. So, yeah. What I got, since it's not Nintendo giving me the fact sheet, here's our report. Paul, take a look at every sales data that we got from every Target, Walmart, Kmart, everywhere across the entire globe. This is how many it sold in California and Wisconsin and Poland and Australia, etc., etc., etc. Since it's not that, obviously, what it is has turned out correct in the past, and then using that plus being good with numbers, I could say, yeah, I have a pretty good level of faith and trust in the report and the likelihood that come November 5th or so, we're going to see Nintendo somewhere in that 9 realm. Yeah. Let's see. That was a lot on sales. But then again, sales was one of the topics, both by you and I forgot, somebody else asked earlier. Nintendo Prime and published? iByzantium? I forgot exactly. There were a few of you. There were a few of you that actually wanted to hear a little bit of expanded thought, little extra conversation on sales. So there we go. Mario Master, do you think we will get in the future some new Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games? I think so, Mario Master. I don't know how many. I wouldn't mind something like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, though, for instance. That would be really cool. Buy Nintendo some time. What would they exactly do? They don't have to do much. If they did something as simple as, well, I say as simple as, rollback netcode for the online multiplayer, that would be a big win. Through the game in 4K, would it make it look that much different? A little bit more crisp, sure. Could they improve any of the polygon models, the lighting, shadows, add in some HDR, or offer a 120 frames per second mode, or some extra density in texture detail without changing too much of the game and then having to reestablish all these contracts with all these third parties and stuff like that all over again, which probably wouldn't be worth it for how many copies they're expecting to sell out of this supposed NS2 edition or upgrade path towards it, I don't know, but yeah, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, if it gets something small, it could be enough. As soon as you start adding more characters and stuff, that's a whole other addition. Then you're probably going to have to renegotiate. Now we've got to make sure that it's okay that Sora from Disney fights this new character and that Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter can engage with this character, etc., etc. And then it becomes a little bit too much. Plus, work could be and should be going towards Nintendo Switch 2 and its new Super Smash Brothers game, I should say. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 would be cool. Fire Emblem Three Houses, Luigi's Mansion 3. Some of these might not need full-on additions, but just designated patches would be pretty dope. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. That'd be pretty nice. Get a little bit of that Wolverine hype. Get a little bit of that Marvel hype. Now, Marvel's always kind of got hype, but before a new Avengers movie comes out, have a patch, have an edition of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. Let's see what else we got. Hi, Byzantium enjoyed Daima. Nice. Have I watched Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Arc Part 1? No, I haven't. Best animation and fight choreography I've ever seen. Whoa! Markimus. Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Arc Part 1. I'm going to try to remember that because that sounds pretty cool. Best fight animation and choreography you've ever seen. That's pretty impressive. I take it that you've watched a good amount of anime and films and stuff like that. I appreciate some good fight choreography. Thank you for sharing that. That's cool. Thank y'all for liking. We're at 33 watching, 31 likes. Not bad for a mid-afternoon stream or early evening stream, depending on where you are. Or morning stream. I mean, hey, we got, plenty of surface area on that globe. Gambit. It's selling like crazy in Japan, and they are still nowhere close to fulfilling demand. And, the sales that we see in Japan don't reflect every sale, because the Famitsu sales don't include sales that Nintendo is distributing from their own stores. Likewise, anything we get out of Circana in the United States from Matt Piscatella and that whole group, former NPD, right? They don't have Nintendo's sales. And we've got Amazon. Amazon didn't join the party until more recently. Now, that would be in Circana's report, but dude, Nintendo Switch 2 is selling well. Come on. Come on, people. Mario Master is excited to replay Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Heck yeah. Roger hasn't played either in ages. You're stoked. Nice. You might stream both games. Super cool. I finished uploading all my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker streams last night. Work through Twilight Princess right now. Oh, that sounds cool, Roger. Feel free, if you can, share the link. Let's get your video up here instead of this. Let's draw some attention to your videos. Give you some ad space just for the fun of it to help you out. Michael J just wants a bacon egg sandwich. I had a Polish sausage and egg sandwich over the weekend with a croissant for the bread. Oh man, so good. Gambit. All I want are updates for the Xenoblade Chronicles games. 4K 60 frames per second patches are enough for you. Oh, that'd be cool. I haven't played through Xenoblade Chronicles in a long time. If that game had a significant Nintendo Switch 2 edition, more than just, playing it on the platform, looking a little bit better, or a little patch to make it, more smooth around the edges, but like an addition. Threw it in 60, made it 4K, maybe did some kind of polygon bump, right? Not quite Metroid Prime remastered, even though that's like the pinnacle of remasters right there, in terms of effort. I can see myself playing through Chronicles. Roger, yes, that needs a performance patch. Lights, the sales are huge. Good for Nintendo, bad for us. I think it's good for us, Lights, because if you love Nintendo games, then you want them to sell well, so Nintendo makes more money, so they put more money and more effort back into making more games at a higher quality level that entertain us more. That's the way I look at it. Apparently the Lego games are getting Switch 2 editions. Nice. Brian C., what did I miss on sales numbers? Other than earlier me jokingly muting the microphone, going into some top secret analytics, the reality is I was just talking a little bit on the 8.6 was the number that I received around August 25th. And then if we look at just the actual data that exists, that around 700 something thousand, I had the number up earlier and I lost it, but around 700,000 alone have sold in Japan in the last 3 months. You throw that on to like the 5.82 million or the 6.2 or whatever it was as of early July, and then you realize that, well, Japan usually makes up 22% or so of the rest, and you look at that, it's like it could be upwards of 9.6. And that 9.6 kind of falls in between my own. I would love it to hit 10, but I could see something like 9.2 being realistic. 9.6 would be right in the middle and not bad at all. So I don't have any new number or anything like that, though, Brian C. Nothing new to contribute officially, just my own thoughts. Would you like to see A Link to the Past get the Link's Awakening HD treatment? Remade? Yes. That art style? No. That art style worked for Link's Awakening, worked for Echoes of Wisdom, but I don't want that art style to be used for all 2D Zelda remakes, because I don't want, number one, the art style to get abused and get tired of the way folks eventually got tired of the new Super Mario Brothers art style. Two, I don't think that cute art style necessarily blends the best with the thought behind A Link to the Past. A Link to the Past was such a big, grand game. Not that the other games aren't big or grand, but I think it's such a special game that it deserves its own thing. Nintendo's own take on like 2D HD or HD 2D. Joyce J, you think the HD 2D would be cool? Yeah. Z-Teener, have a like. Thank you. Brian C with the $2. Let's go. Thank you, Brian C. This is the last day of the month. So the fact that we're ending strong with some donos in there, I really appreciate it. Thank you, Brian C. Gambit with a good point. Yeah, Z-Teener, where can I find the sales numbers? I mean, official sales numbers are going to be given to us, courtesy Nintendo, like November 5th or something like that on their website. But that's not out there yet. If you want, though, you could check out Nintendo Prime's video that he put up yesterday. He breaks down the numbers pretty well. Player Essence put up a video today also discussing the sales. But nothing from Nintendo themselves yet. Matthew Ballaram, howdy there, everyone. Hey, Matthew Ballaram, welcome. You made it just in time. Well, there is no wrong time. but I'm glad you made it. Huddy just got to Act 3 in Silk Song. Legit think it's the best Metroidvania I've ever played. Ooh. Okay. Is it better than the best solo Castlevania or the best 2D Metroid that you've ever played? That's another question. Because like that Metroidvania genre, really thanks to the likes of Metroid, Super Metroid, Castlevania, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Metroid Zero Mission, Metroid Fusion, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Speaking of Dawn of Sorrow, I have a copy right over there. Good game. Dawn of Sorrow's good. Circle of the Mood, also good. Yeah. How good is it? Because, so to be honest, like I played a day or 2 days, couple of hours each of Hollow Knight Silksong when I got it, and I haven't touched it since. I kind of was intending to go back, but I've been playing Donkey Kong Bonanza's DLC more, Kirby and the Forgotten Land Star-Crossed World DLC more, and then Hades 2, which I've been obsessed with all weekend long. I played it today. I love it. Hades 2. Oh, so good. You know what's really cool? A good like 4 or 5 Game of the Year contenders are all on Nintendo Switch 2. Check it out. Right away at launch, some would say Mario Kart World. I don't know if that's a shoe-in for Game of the Year contender, but I would say right at launch, Split Fiction is amazing. Shortly after launch, a whole month later, Donkey Kong Bonanza, terrific. Going into another month later, September, and you've got Hades 2, incredible. You're finishing off the year with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond and Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and Pokemon Legends ZA. I don't know if Legends ZA will be of that high quality. I think Age of Imprisonment will be for a lot, but I don't know if it will be for everyone, partially because of the genre. But I'd say those 4, Split Fiction, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Hades 2 are like a lot of people's contenders for Game of the Year, and it's all on Nintendo Switch 2. Gambit, $24.83, $2. Big thank you, Gambit, especially as you are on the way out to drop a dono like that. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Gambit. Gotta go, brother. Keep doing your thing. Hey, I will keep doing my thing. You keep doing your thing, which is staying cool, charming people, using the bow staff, throwing the cards, and have a good one, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. See you on a future stream. We $9 on the board now, thanks to Gambit. Oh, I should finish off with the 2483 with Brian C. with Roger Inyart. Thank you all. Huddy is saying Silk Song has a very specific appeal that I don't think is everyone's cup of tea, but I loved the original game and have been floored with Silk Song. It's my favorite in the genre, but not for everyone. Yeah. I mean, to add to my list, even though I haven't played it enough, I know of what I've played is high quality. You could say Silk Song. It's another really good game on that list, right? But not for everyone. Does that mean that it's fair to put Hades 2 on it and not Silk Song? I mean, I think you could put both. It's just is one maybe a little bit too hard for folks to give a fair try. And also, I mean, to be fair, Hades 2 is a bigger game, and when you have things like voice acting and stuff like that littered throughout, it does tend to appeal to more people. But don't pass up Silk Song I mean, the original, after all, did over 15 million. Then again, that took some years to do and some sales discounts to get it there. But yeah, I'm expecting Silk Song to sell quite well. Yeah. Sweet Tea says should be over 9 million. I like the way you're thinking, Sweet Tea. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Is it guaranteed? No. Because there is the possibility that last 6 days of August, maybe you see the Nintendo Switch 2 barely going from that 8.6 to 8.75, right? Like, let's just say it did like 150,000 more for the week worldwide, which would seem low, but let's say that's the case. So you're at 8.75, and then you're at 250,000 for the whole month of September. When you got like 200,000 alone for Japan for August, then you reach your 9. Basically, you're at 8.95, and then what? You're telling me it didn't sell well, or didn't sell at all anywhere? Now let's say Japan made up a bigger percentage in the month of September than elsewhere. Like, let's say it did do 50%. That still brings Nintendo Switch 2 to like 9.2 million by the end of the day, right? So I think that 9.2 million is the lowest we see. I don't know. It could be a little bit lower. Maybe that 150,000 is too high, and it's like, oh no, it did 80,000. So then you start making these little bit of modifiers, and you're like, oh, maybe Nintendo says, on November 5th, yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 through September 30th is at 9,135,000, and they go 9.13, right? That's still over freaking 9 million in less than 3 months. That's the fastest selling system of all time, even if it does that low. Now I just said 9.2. Like, I think it's safe. But yeah, I don't know. You have stocks in Nintendo or something? Dome shots? Yes, I do. Huddy. Hades 2 might be more approachable than Silk Song. Silk Song is pretty hard, but that's a design choice I really enjoy. Yeah. Two very different designs, both with different appeal, but beautiful in their own right? Like Silk Song, when you're going around playing, even though I haven't explored far into the game, it's a beaut to travel through. Hades 2 as well. Everything looks very nice, very crisp in both games. Really well animated. Hi, Paul. Do you think they could have a Mario Galaxy 3 planned, especially with a focus on the 1+2 game and the upcoming movie? I do. Darren Nye. I like the coincidence, which might not be a coincidence. It's this beautiful recipe of Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 releasing in October that will play through the holidays through December into January. Will build up some more sales as they start to have theatrical trailers for the Galaxy movie, which airs in April. So you'll see another little tick in January, February. The movie will come out. There'll be some partnership with McDonald's over here and 7-Eleven over there. That'll be more toys over here. You'll see more people, when the sequel movie comes out, start to buy that pair of games to get excitement. So they're going to feed off of each other. You're going to see Hot Topic and different stores see a little bit more of a presence in Mario. You're going to see a spike in other Mario sales from games on the eShop on Amazon and stuff like that. Netflix bringing back the Super Mario Brothers movie, etc. This movie role will dominate theaters until like June. Then it will drop on Netflix and be available to a whole other group of people, and Amazon Prime and the DVD and the Blu-ray sales, then that's going to carry through August, September. Meanwhile, sometime in June at that direct, if they announced then Super Mario Galaxy 3, the game coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch 2 this November for the big holiday game, pre-Black Friday, that continues to spike and accelerate the movie sales on the home level and the game sales, and then you just have this explosion that come Christmas time, you get Super Mario Galaxy 3, you have more people buying the movie, more people buying the toys, the amiibo, everything. Like, it's a fantastic, gorgeous, beautiful recipe. You throw in there somewhere in the year, hey, we have an update on, what's it called? Super Nintendo World in Singapore. Enjoy the following. Whoa. It's not a guarantee, Darren and I, that it's Super Mario Galaxy 3 and not Super Mario Odyssey 2 or not Super Mario something else completely. But, I'm not against it being Galaxy 3, Robbie Reigns 1. Confirmed. Nintendo Switch 2 will be at 9.135 at the sales update. Paul has spoken. Oh my gosh. Oh no, what have I done? Watch. Okay. If somehow 50 viewers? Really, Robbie Reigns? Dang, 50 viewers. Snap. That's pretty sweet. 50 viewers? 41 likes? Jeez. I guess it really does make a difference when I stream. Sometimes I am streaming in non-favorable times because people are at work. People are in school. But I stream at different times because, well, one, I can because I'm not teaching, I'm not training. Two, it's nice for folks from around the world that normally are asleep or something like that to be awake, alert, here, But most of the audience that watches this channel is in the United States. So it does benefit more me and more people probably to stream at like a more favorable US time. But yeah. Elvin Garcia make it 42 likes now. Booyah! Thank you. XCP94X pre-ordered mine through the Poke Center. That's cool. Dwayne Davis. Paul Gale, what's up, buddy? What's up, Dwayne Davis? Good to see you in here. How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Keep up the good work. I know you're a friend. I'm talking about Nintendo Prime. Keep up the good work. Yeah, Nintendo Prime, he's a good guy. And he's in here, Dwayne Davis. So welcome. Thank you for that. Hope you're having a good day. J-Views, Hades 2 might be my game of the year, to be honest. I'm about 25 runs in, and seeing the story unfold through each run is incredible. Yeah, J-Views, that's what I'm talking about. That's what made Hades my game of the year in 2020. In a really tough year to go between Hades on Nintendo Switch, Final Fantasy VII Remake on PS4, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity on Nintendo Switch, and Miles Morales on PS4, as well as The Last of Us 2, and, hold on, there's something else of that year. Ghost of Tsushima, like, my gosh, there's like 6-7 big juggernaut awesome heavy hitters in 2020. But I went to Hades. I loved the... Hey, Roger Inyart, 40 likes. Woo! 2 days until Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 release. Big thank you, Roger. All right. That gets us to 15 and 19 on this end. Sorry, I have to... I'll rewind, I think, to what I was saying a moment ago. But a big thank you, Roger. Yeah, we've got 2 days. Some of you might be here wondering, what's up with this giveaway? Make sure you're here on Thursday. We will be doing a Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 giveaway, courtesy of Nin128. And we'll also be doing, maybe that day, But if not that day, for the next several streams after, a certain other Super Mario Galaxy giveaway that's not the game, but that is something else cool, courtesy Roger Enyart. Robbie Rains almost 50 likes. Jeez, really? I just looked at it, it was 41. That's pretty cool. Thank you all. Thank you all for the support. That's pretty sweet. Heck yeah, dude, you're right. That's 48 likes. Nice. Nice. What was I saying? I think the last thing I was saying was, oh, J views. I think I was talking to J views. Yeah, the story unfold. It's amazing. You think, wouldn't you be bored if a game was so hard that you had to start off from the beginning? Well, back in the day, you only had so many lives, the equivalent of power-ups, and in a game like, Ninja Turtles, arcade games, Double Dragon, Final Fight, Streets of Rage, Simpsons, whatever, X-Men, if I didn't say that, you died, you had to start off from the beginning. Okay, but we've evolved. We've hit save files. We've hit midway points. Game's a little bit easier in the sense of more and more power-ups to help keep you in the game, and coins, and exchanging those for hearts, and a way to refill. You stay still and your hearts go up and stuff like that. So what about this? Start back on the beginning? Isn't it going to be boring seeing the same place all the time? Not at all. Because the story expects you to die. You talk to the characters. You slowly get stronger. Certain things you can bring back. The rest of it you leave on your run. As you get overpowered, the levels start to progress in difficulty in those early stages. So you don't completely dominate the enemies, but you mostly dominate them because you're more powerful. But they got more powerful too on your second, third, fourth, fifth, 25th try. And as you get further, more dialogue opens when you die. You meet new characters on the way. Certain things are randomized, different paths, different power-ups. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love Hades so much. It's one of my favorite games of the last generation, probably. So Hades 2. I've been loving it, dude. It's the same kind of fun all over again. It's just as good. It's just the concept isn't fresh necessarily, but that's okay. It's so good. Darren, you like Galaxy 3. Yeah. NX Revolution. Yo, what up? Robbie with the question. Do you think Super Mario Galaxy movie will pass the Mario Bros movie? Similar to how Frozen 2 beat Frozen. I think so. And Toy Story 2 beat Toy Story. I think so. I'm going to go with Super Mario Galaxy topping Super Mario Bros. The movie. Did they do it with another trusted Jack Black singing piece? A song between him and Anya Taylor-Joy? Did they do it with making the movie a little bit bigger, longer, better? Do they do it with adding some more star power because they got another big name actress for Rosalina or something like that? Or somebody as a surprise like Adam Sandler or Jim Carrey with his own star power for Wario or Waluigi? But yeah, I think the movie tops it, which is wild because it already means, dude, you're topping 1.35 billion. Yeah. Robbie Rains can't make the earlier streams. Yeah, see, that's why, it's good to have some variety here. Mark Davidson. Hello, Paul. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mark. It's hard to keep up with the games. Yeah, Huddy. Hades 2, Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, man, that's another one. Oldie. An oldie. But to many people, going to be a brand new, high-quality one. Guessing NS2 sales will likely... Oh, shoot. Where did that go? Will likely pass the Wii in the first year? Yeah, Mark Davison, it will. Yeah, I mean... Even Nintendo's like... we expected to hit 15 million by March 31st. It's going to do better than that. It's going to do better. Hey, we're at 50 likes now and 35 people watching. This is one of our higher streams. I think normally we get to like in that 32 to 42, 47, 49-ish kind of range of viewers. So I guess we're kind of in the middle of that right now. 35 is kind of, in between 30 and 49, right? On the lower side. But it's staying consistently 35. Sometimes it'll dip from like 30 to 22 and go back up to 32. And we're just chilling at 35. And at 50 likes already too, which is cool on both metrics. So big thank you. Robbie Rains, you gained so many subscribers since last night's stream. Yeah, dude. I just put up do I have it up here? I don't think I have it up here. I did put it on X and on the YouTube channel page via just a post. The sheer amount of views the channel got yesterday. It was a big one. It was like 29,000 views on YouTube. There were some videos that popped off. The Nintendo 64 one got like 15,000 of those 29,000 views. And the other 14,000 made up of a bunch of other stuff, you know what I mean? The Super Mario 64 one did well. But yeah, like 29,000 views in one day for a channel with like 5,600. We were just at 5,540. And I was like, oh wow, it hit 56. And I'm like, oh dude, it's at 57. Not just 57. Looking at it now, it's like at 5,760. So a good like 220 people joined in the last just few days. It's pretty cool. I was originally projecting. You could see I am in the stock market. Okay, I look at analytics all the time. I analyze. I compute more than just video games stuff, but just any kind of company, lots of different things. Math is one of my hobbies, as funny as that is to say. And I was projecting around December 4th-ish, which ironically was the release date of Metro Prime 4 Beyond, that my channel would hit 6,000. But I got such a big bump in the last couple of days that I'm thinking, not being cocky, nothing like that. Like, hey, I'm here for the ride and I'm enjoying it, enjoying doing something different. I've been on YouTube for 19 years, but I haven't been streaming for those years, So this is just a fun, different kind of thing. But it looks like we're going to hit 6,000 before, which is pretty cool. Dwayne Davis. Paul Gale. I got a question about Switch 2. Is it doing good, yes or no? Yes, it's doing really good, because somebody said the Switch 2 is not doing good. I'm talking about Angry Vigilante. He said the Switch 2 is not good. Well, first of all, it is doing well. It's selling. And secondly, it is a good platform. I mean, it freaking plays every single Nintendo Switch game. And by default, better. And for many of them, better yet. And for some of them, better yet with a little bit of a pay, making them, cooler. And it's already got some heavy hitters that are exclusive. Like Fast Fusion was a day one title for $15. That was so fun. Street Fighter 6 is a port of one of my favorite fighting games ever, and my favorite fighting game franchise ever, in Street Fighter 6. Split Fiction, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, WWE 2K25, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song. Come on. So many good games already on Nintendo Switch 2, and so many more on the horizon. Nintendo Switch 2 from June 5th to July 31st. Not even 2 whole months. 8 weeks is all it took to become the #1 best-selling console in North America for the entire year. Nintendo Switch 2 in 8 weeks did more what PlayStation 5 did in the last entire 7 months. It's doing fine. Don't let incorrect people fearmonger you and make you think otherwise or make you feel bad. The system is awesome and it's doing well. So you're telling me to wait till after your stream to buy Galaxy 1 and 2 because I might win. You might win. I mean, that's possible. They need to put X-Men Arcade game on Switch. That'd be cool. Yup. What's your go-to weapon so far? I'm enjoying the Sister Blades a lot. I didn't know if I would be super into a slow weapon, but I like the axe. I got the weapon after the axe, which I don't know if you've gotten that far. I don't want to like start spoiling what the weapons are. Well, I might have just spoiled the axe if you didn't get it yet. But, so I won't say the other one, just in case you haven't gotten that far. I don't know. Maybe you're farther than me. And that other weapon is pretty cool, but so far I've been having the most success with the axe. It's so interesting, too. I play in a very interesting way. Then again, I'm pretty sure that everybody plays in an interesting way. You know? Like, my strategy, and I mix it up once in a while, but I'm like, I like a weapon that I could power up something here and I could have a rune leveling up my magic here continuously. But while using this, it helps build up my special. And I like the special to be one that kind of automatically turns enemies into sheep. But it doesn't work well when I'm on the boss fight. So do I favor this? I like starting off with a bangle, but then partway through, when I've already got that god's attention, I switch it up to have that one last life chance. I'm like, dude, like there's so much opportunity in the game. I love the variety. Hades 2 is so freaking good. How much was it? It was $30. So worth it. It's a $70 game in my opinion in terms of quality. Like, if it was $70, I'd say, yeah, it's probably going to give me 55 amazing hours. That's better valuation than any film that I would see in theaters, paying $55 for or $70 for a 55-hour movie. That was the most amazing movie ever. Like, dude, it's not going to happen. Tremendous. Roger saying, totally not true. Stop watching that. Yeah. Baloney. Oh, Dwayne Davis. Okay, I think either. Oh, okay. So you typed the question again. Okay, so I read it. Yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 doing just fine. Let's see. Will you remember me when you have thousands of viewers on these live streams? Yeah, I will, Ravi Raids. Edwin, hey Paul. I'll remember everybody, of course. Wouldn't that be something? The day where thousands of people are in here? That sounds like that sounds a little bit too far in the future or too past a current path of likelihood to get to thousands showing up in live stream, but you never know. Age of Imprisonment. Yeah, Joycey. I can't wait for that one. Soon. Tomorrow we get to say next month. Isn't that cool? Tomorrow we get to say next month is Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. Doesn't that feel good? That feels good. Tomorrow we get to say in 15 days we get Pokemon. That's cool. Tomorrow we get to say next month is Kirby Air Riders. Tomorrow we get to say tomorrow is Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Tomorrow we get to say 2 months to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Dang, tomorrow's pretty good. Tomorrow's good. Tomorrow we also get to say... Wait, is it tomorrow? Yeah. I think Thursday Ghost of Yote comes out. I have that pre-ordered too. Oh man, I got Ghost of Yote pre-ordered, which means I'm going to be playing Ghost and Hades 2. And Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I bought it primarily because I want my kids to have easy access to Super Mario Galaxy 2. I have my OG copy on my Wii. I don't have my Wii U currently hooked up, but I could hook it up and I could have them play it. But it's not going to be the same experiencing it. You might as well do it in the better graphics, higher visual fidelity, better quality, extra camera controls with a secondary analog stick on the big TV in the living room or portable mode, sharing the experience, having the mouse control co-op being a little bit different than the pointer control for other co-op accessibility. It just made sense to buy it. I'll play through a little bit of Galaxy 1 and 2 myself. Maybe more than less, depends on the timing that I have. But largely, like, I want my kids to have access to it because they love the Super Mario games. You know, they really loved 3D World, Bowser's Fury, Super Mario Odyssey. And they had fun, actually, to be fair, with, like, Mario 64 and Galaxy and Sunshine in the original 3-pack. But, yeah, to have it now with Galaxy 2, worth it, worth it. Robbie, you're playing some Splatoon 3, very good. Dwayne Davis, yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 is doing well. Oh yeah, the one that turns enemies into sheep. Yeah, JV, that one's pretty funny. Dang, it's annoying to get hit by it though, but I've gotten pretty good at avoiding it in that one part. Dang, I've lost on some bosses so many times. Oh, but it's so good, so worth it. Yes, woo, feels amazing, man. Paul, do you have a favorite Castlevania game? Says Darren Nye. Oh, it might actually be this one. I have to look back, but is it my favorite? Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin, Dawn of Sorrow, Soma Cruz. A little bit of a different protagonist. I really, really like Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. Don't know what's my favorite. Super Castlevania 4 on Super NES was good. When I had the chance to play Rondo of Blood, really good. Of course, Symphony of the Night, no arguments there. Also, really good. I like the Castlevania series quite a bit. I don't know what's my favorite off the top of my head. You love Super Castlevania 4. Also, Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. So it's hard for me. Without reading the rest of your comment, I agree. I agree with your picks. Juice Music. Paul, what do you think the Switch 2 sales will be end of the fiscal year? Ooh. Okay. My original claim was I could see upwards of 22.5 million by June 30th. So let's see what my original number is if I had to play it safe. If I took that 22.5, which is like before we knew that the system was like what's the release date and all that kind of stuff, just I think I made this number. I had this number in my head based off some little early discussions with some retail chains, I guess you could say, and just looking at the path of video game sales. But I think I came up with this in late 2024, so this is pretty old. But I was like, I haven't really budged much. 22.5, 19. I guess you would put that about at something like 19 million by March 31st. Let me see if that still holds true. Let's say it's at 9.6 now, which I don't know for sure if that's the case. And it does another 6.5 during the holidays, bringing it up to 16 million. And then have to do another 3.5 by March 31st they hit that 19.5. That's a little ambitious, but not impossible. Is a stock there? I think it will pass through the 15 million. So if you wanted to be a little bit more safe and go somewhere between 15 and the 19 that I just said, and call it 17, I think that 17 million by March 31st is still possible. 17 to 19. It's going to pass 15. The only way it doesn't is if Nintendo can't make enough. If they can make enough, it will sell. Dwayne Davis asking, how is the Switch sales again? Good. Switch 1 doing fine. You know, it'll have another several 100,000 to report. Nintendo Switch 2, more than fine. It'll have a couple million. Edwin, can't wait for Ghost. Heck yeah. Isn't it crazy? 2025 is like over half over. Yeah, it's 75% over. There's 25% left. It's nuts. You should do something like gaming night with your kids, like Prime used to do with his kids back in the day. My kids, we play games all the time. My wife, kids, and I. If you meant like gaming with a community, that would be fun, but I'd have to do like a capture card or something. Tsukino Ame, hi there. I try to get my kids involved in gaming, but my son has a PS5 and has games, but he plays Roblox. Your 16-year-old daughter has an Xbox One, but she plays Roblox. Oh my gosh. So I have to say, forget it. I'm the only Nintendo head. But David Patterson, your other daughter wants to get a Nintendo Switch Lite, correct? If I remember right. So maybe there is hope. Oh, J Big's favorite Castlevania, Super Castlevania 4. Have I heard the new Metroid rumors? Star, no, I haven't. Which Metroid rumors? I mean, I don't think so. By the way, we're probably going to end the stream in a couple of minutes. We'll go a few more minutes. Holy cow, we're at 58 likes. Wow. Oh, can we hit Nintendo 64 likes? I don't know if there are 6 people left in the chat that have not already hit that like button, but to have Nintendo 64 likes would be pretty sweet. Okay, sorry. Pokemon Fan 34 says hi. Hi there. Nashweedle said every Prime game is on the way, including pinball. You know, there have been some new patents popping up. So for Nintendo to have Prime 2, Prime 3, Prime Hunters, Prime Pinball all come out, flood the market with Metroid. They bring a lot of conversation to Metroid. My only fear is, could you give too much that it takes away from Metroid Prime 4 sales? Maybe not, but it's a possibility. I want to play Metroid Prime Pinball on Nintendo Switch. Let me use the Joy-Cons as the side clappers and hit the buttons, and like that'd be pretty fun. The mouse to pull back, boom, and let the pinball go. Feel the clunk 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 clunk, boom. The vibration release, that'd be pretty sweet. Prime 2, 3, Pinball Hunters, and Federation Force. Ah, that'd be cool. Edwin, am I on Twitch? No. I have a Twitch channel, but I've never made content on it, if I'm not mistaken. The Cringe Prophet, 58 likes is nuts. Heck yeah. The Cringe Prophet saying 62 likes. Woo! 2 more to hit Nintendo 64 likes. Michael Gutmann, hello there. Great to see you all. Legends ZA coming soon. Yeah. How do you enter the Galaxy giveaway? Just be here. Be here and be a member of the channel, and then you'll be eligible for the Super Mario Galaxy giveaway. Memberships are $1. It doesn't guarantee that you're going to win, but the eligibility, I think, is worth it. You know, you might get gifted a membership. You might buy a membership. But you're winning a $70 game. It's pretty darn good. Lightnin128 says, be here and don't be square. That's right. The person giving us this gift for the community. Nin128, we have to talk about the how. What's the qualifications? Be a member, and when we hit what total will we do it, spin it? We have to figure out that little part. Jude Kerman, I'm a member. When is this being given away? Thursday. Pokemon Fan 34, we did it. Did we really hit Nintendo 64 likes? The Cringe Prophet's saying yes, we did. Sweet. Last goal is to hit 70 likes. I don't know. Have we ever hit 70 likes? Maybe like after hours. You know, there are always some likes that happen after hours. But during a live stream, have we ever hit 70 likes? I'm not sure. But we just hit Nintendo 64 likes with 37 people watching now. We're at $19 out of our Nintendo $64 goal. For some people that might be new watching, anytime we hit Nintendo $64 in super chats, we give back $10 to the community via an eShop card. Normally, I also will say this. You don't have to be a member of the channel to win one of these $10 eShop cards. Every stream we give it on. We give it away just to a subscriber. There is one little thing. In order to be eligible for the Super Mario Galaxy giveaway, since it is pretty considerable, it's a lot more than a $10 eShop card. It's a $70 game. Either digital or physical. If it's physical, I think you'll only be responsible for paying your own shipping. But still a pretty damn good deal. It's going to be for members, so you got to be a member. You don't have to have a $50, $10, $7, $4 month membership. You could have a $1 month membership, but that will be the one qualifier, is be a subscriber and a member. So it's a little something different. I'm not square, I'm round. Not sure I can make it. It's 2 games. Yeah, it is. It's pretty big. Oh, let me see. I'm getting a message here. Random guy. Did you guys give the giveaway? No, but I am explaining all the details now. Thursday. Hope you had a great day. Okay. Uh, Talking to each other. When is the giveaway Thursday? Good question. I'm gonna probably have to make a community post and or a little video on Wednesday to say when is it on Thursday. Yeah, I don't know just yet. It would be easy to have it Thursday morning in that like 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific, which would be 12 p.m. Central to 3 p.m. Central, or 1 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern, in that time. You know, that would be easy. Let me see. The next time of possibility could be around 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, that little block. So that could be it too. So there are a couple of different windows. The earlier one is a little bit easier to do for this particular Thursday, but the night one might work. Also, if you don't win, or if you don't win, because only one person's going to win the game, there are some other Super Mario Galaxy related things that the channel is giving out, courtesy Roger Enyart. And we'll be holding those on other streams. It's not as big of a prize as the game, but it's still pretty awesome. And I think this community will like it. So there's still incentive to stick around and to watch future lives. I mean, the hope is always, well, y'all just like to talk about video games, but sometimes it's a little bit easier when there's more things to talk about, bigger news, stories to cover, and a little incentive doesn't hurt, you know, when it's a freebie. Freebies often attract people, but you don't want people to just like, all right, well, I didn't win, see you later, and leave, because then it's like you didn't gain a subscriber or a member or anything. Just someone that was only here for the contest didn't win, so they pieced out. You want someone to be a part of the community, to talk amongst each other, to have fun, to grow, to bond, talk games, play games. Okay, Roger and Tabby working on some potential gaming mutual playtimes together. Sounds pretty cool. I like it. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's good to see the community grow. David will definitely join you guys every time. Okay, see, it's more like I don't even have to be here. What am I even doing here? See you all later. Bye. You're all having a good time, you know. If I could bring some people together, some of you all already know each other from other streams, but if I could help add to that, oh, I'm happy to do it. It's good to see. Tabby's up for games anytime. Good, good. By the way, tomorrow begins a new month. What will remain the same is the goal status. Whenever we have Nintendo 64 dollars in super chats, we're giving away, you know, a $10 eShop card. We still have our donors which is new every stream. But in the bottom corner, the top September membership given on any one stream, that will go away and it will be something new. The top single highest super chat of September, that's also going to go away because it's going to be October, something new. Paul, are you able to see who voted for what when you run a poll? Can I see who voted for what? I don't think I could see it. No. I think the polls are done anonymously. Roger, yeah. I'm up for playing. David, don't leave Paul, LOL. You are the reason why we interact the way we do. Oh, that's good. Thank you. One day until the release of the Game Boy Lego. Dang, did you see Game Bird Classic last night putting together the Game Boy Lego? That was awesome. I will not enter anyways. Hope someone who loves Mario wins. Good luck. Well, that's cool. Tsukino Ame. Why Nin 128? What you want to know? You want me to make a new poll right now? Nin 128. If you want me to put up a new poll, I will. Let me know what you want. We have 31 people watching now. So any poll that we put up would be from a decent amount of folks watching, you know, to see what the consensus is on things like, are they happy with digital? Or would they prefer physical? Are they willing to pay for shipping if it's physical? By the way, to the entire chat watching, these are some of the important things. Nin128 is giving away this copy of Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. And it's kind of up to you. Do you want digital? He could just give you a code to the one lucky winner. If it's for the North American Nintendo Switch, you have to have a North American Nintendo Switch eShop account. Which, if you're not in the United States, you might have to make one. If it's physical, you can play that cartridge on any system, unless if you have a Japanese exclusive Japan-only cartridge reading system, but most people don't. But are you willing to pay for shipping? Because if you're super far from wherever Nin128 is, I think it's reasonable to say, hey, yeah, you could Venmo him some shipping or something like that. Venmo him the shipping cost, you know? Yeah, a couple little things to consider. Michael says, these streams are definitely better for getting to know people in the chat. I like that about these streams. Mr. P's streams have a lot more people, so it's hard to chat with everyone. Yeah. Nintendo Prime has an awesome community, but I could see that if there are like 200 people watching and maybe 40 people talking constantly, it could be tough. You could tag people. That's true too. But yeah. Whereas here, maybe we have like 35 people watching and there's 12 that are regularly typing back and forth. So even when the chat gets kind of fast, it's a little bit easier to follow, you know. I would like a poll about getting Tamagotchi live. I could do that. Same goes for you or anyone that wants to join. Yeah, so Roger, you share a link right here anytime. Roger and Tabby, you're starting up a game night, a stream night. Whether you, put it here to link it to your channel. Let me put your channel right here, give you some space, you know what I mean? Just for fun. Happy to do it. Mario Masters wishing everyone luck. David Patterson, I'm ready for Paul's countdown to Metroid Prime 4 on the shorts. We thought his GTA short was great. I wonder what your countdown to GTA will be like. Oh boy. There's some ideas. Nin128, I was just going to say we have a game instead of a random draw for the win of the game. But if you can't see poll results per voter, then there's no use then. Let me read that again. I was going to say we have a game. Oh, we have a game. Oh, play a game. Oh, like poll people questions of in what year this, and have the people like eliminate it to like the last. Okay, I think I kind of got what you're. I think I got the idea of it. I see. Yeah, I think physical won. Nin128. And Nin128, since this is your giveaway, I mean, if you could think of it now, you could go ahead and answer, or I'm not putting you on the spot. You could DM me later on the what sounds good. Yeah, that's what you meant. I figured. That makes sense. I do like that idea. But yeah, that's you can't really do it that way, I suppose. But yeah, if you have any other ideas on how you'd like to do it, we'll do it. Tomorrow is October. Do you think we get Pokemon Coliseum or Paul Gale of Darkness this month? I don't see why not. It'll have been a little bit since the last drop, so October is Pokemon Legends ZA month. If it doesn't happen this month, it's because they want all Pokemon eyes on Pokemon Legends ZA and not Distract. In which case, maybe Coliseum or Paul Gale Network of Darkness come out in November or December. That's a possibility. But it could come out October. Tabby Cats, I have a Discord, but I would have to set up a different Discord, I think. I'll work on that. I'll try to work on that. Roger, we have no clue. Just trying to get connected for a say. That's okay. I'm glad you're getting connected from here, you know? That's good. Chiming off what Mr. Gutman said, I also think it's how real and honest the host is. Thank you. You guys aren't robots and are definitely human. The love and support that the host receives, I think it makes it better. Yeah. By guys, I'm assuming you mean Nintendo Prime in here, right? Plus the factual information provided to us is key as well. Heck yeah. Luigi's Mansion, yeah. We want you playing with us. Luigi's Landlord. Why, hello there. Hello, Sir Dro. Love your content. Thank you for being here. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like the stuff. It's been fun making it, you know? The different shorts. I've got more coming. 365 days of shorts, as a matter of fact. Roger, can I share this on the stream? Is that cool with you? I would probably want physical. I would pay for shipping. Yeah. Oh. Okay. What I shared right there is Roger Inyart's link to his Discord page if y'all want to connect, talking there. Elvin, hey Paul, you're always wearing cool t-shirts. Where do you shop? Everywhere. So many shirts I received, though, from Nintendo and Capcom and Konami and Sony and Microsoft and other video game developers from 20 E3s, multiple different video game events, etc. So I have a couple hundred video game shirts there, like 300 plus video game t-shirts from just different companies. Then you've got this, for instance, this Kamehameha one. My wife bought me, I think from Hot Topic, like 12, 13 years ago. Then you've got video game shirts that I either got from Nintendo or other companies or bought myself from like earlier, before I even went to E3, like from 1996 era, you know? Then you've got gaming and other pop culture shirts that folks know. Well, this guy likes video game shirts. He's pretty easy buy. Just get him a gaming shirt, Ninja Turtle shirt, whatever, you know what I mean? Then there's stuff that just I see out there that's cool on a random day at the mall and checking out the GameStop and boom, pick it up. So definitely a combination of video game shirts, superheroes, Ninja Turtles, etc. from all over, different folks, birthday presents, Father's Day presents, things that I've bought, things I've been given, stuff from companies. Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot. My whole wardrobe is just fun clothing, I think. I wish YouTube gave us the ability to hype more than 3 times a week. Yeah, that'd be cool. Tabby Cat Games. Can you hype shorts or not? You know, not to tell you all how to use your hypes, but it would be cool to see some of my shorts get hyped up. Like that Grand Theft Auto 5 one. Man. But if you can't hype shorts, then that's okay. I have some videos. But you've also got other people to support, you know. Nintendo Prime's making quality videos every day. Player Essence is making quality videos every day. And lots of content creators. Andre's Restart, Game Explain, Vandy323, Mike, Rogers Base, Kit and Krista. Like, it's just, there's a lot, you know. Game Bird Classic, Thunderstash Gaming. There's a lot. You can only like 3, you know. Resources spread thin. Switch Force. Yep. Your shorts are equally as important. Well, thank you. It's shorter content, but fun, easily digestible. Roger, you've only seen it on regular videos. You got it. Too many Discords on. Shorts are comfy and easy to wear. Yes, sir, they are, Sir Dro. You're a fan of too many. Hey, there's a lot of cool people out there, you know. I like Switch Force. I like Zach. I like Sean, RGT, and John, you know. Yeah, there's a lot of good folks. Yeah. Beat 'em up Woods. Maximilian Dude. Man, the list goes on. Black Nerd Comedy. There's a lot of people out there that are pretty cool. Justine. Dang it. I'm going to keep going until I go so long that I'm either going to forget one person and feel bad, or I'm just going to keep rambling longer past when this stream was going to end, which even though it's tough to say bye, I've got to end it. So thank you all for being here. 32 people watching, $19 in Super Chats, Gambit 2483, Brian C, Roger Inyart, thank you again. Nin128. Oh, we've established that in order to be a part of the Super Mario Galaxy giveaway this Thursday, you have to be a member of the channel. Your name has to be green. With so many new members that we received, I'm pretty sure that membership gifting will work again and that they will actually go to people. So that's good. So there's a chance to get in like that. You can also buy your own membership for $1 a month. That's not too bad. And I'll see you all before Thursday. I'll see you Wednesday with a video or a community post or a stream or something like that to set up what's the time on Thursday that we're going to do the giveaway and exactly how. Will it be, hitting a super chat total or what? But you'll have to be a member for that one. So a small ask. But yeah, we'll have fun. And then 128 and I will figure out the rest behind the scenes, I guess. And then Roger Inyart and I will figure out just when to do his giveaway, which I think next time I'll show you. I'll just go ahead and show what that is. Right, Roger? And maybe that'll last for that week to follow. Yeah, make sure you enable membership gifting. True, true, true. I'll show your gifted membership is up soon. Whoops. Hopefully it lasts a little bit longer. All right. Take it easy, everybody. I'll see you all later. Thanks so much for being here. Have a good rest of the day. Stay tuned. Tonight, for members, the shorts drop early. And for everyone else, goes up midnight at Pacific time. Yeah, Michael Gutmann. Roger's doing a giveaway. That'll come Friday after Thursday and for some time to come. Oh, Peach wanted to say bye before we go. Peach, you can say bye. Oh my gosh, Peach. Oh my gosh. Look at this wild dog. Look at this wild animal. Oh my gosh, Peach. Oh yeah. They say that dogs lick their master's ears because they either find them to be the alpha male in the household and they're their favorite person. But I know Peach's favorite person is my wife. So the other reasoning that we Google searched is that you just simply have delicious tasting earwax and sweat. So I think it's just I have delicious tasting earwax and sweat. Because I know that my wife is her number one. Or she secretly finds me to be her number one. Ah! Maybe a little bit too much. All right, bye everybody. I'll see you later. I'll hop on Nintendo Prime stream later to say hi. Y'all have a good rest of your night. Take care. Thanks for being here.